Hello. So, if you're still watching, thank you very much. I was thinking, considering that this was the final day, I want to do like a little bit of more special outro and just talk about the fact that I've been doing this bullshit for a year, and as you can see on the screen, I have been keeping statistics over like various things. So I used, consider I've been doing this for almost a year, and today is the last day. I just want to take like a moment to just talk a little bit about this. So, if there is anyone actually watching this, my average viewer is 0 after all. If there are anyone and you're only here for watching the night part, well, that part is over. Now it's just gonna be me yapping for like 10 minutes, I assume. Then you're, well, I'm thankful that you still watched the play the fight itself. This part, I have no script whatsoever for this, so if I just start rambling or losing track, that's why. But if you want to stick around to hear me yapping, then you're welcome to do so, of course. I just kind of want to start with like talk about the feel like, oh yeah, like I mentioned that, oh, I don't have like any viewers on this, and honestly, when I started this, that was like very much my expectations. Like, like the whole thing of like why I started was because when I were like just like doom scrolling like TikToks or on like TikTok, crying out loud, it sounds like fucking boomer. Yeah, TikTokis. When I used to like doom scrolling social media, I occasionally have been getting up like videos of people doing things like this. Like for example, there's like the Deltarune News channel that have been like doing daily or are there any news today's since like the chapter 2 era. And I've been seeing like other people that do like smaller things every day that they've been doing. And I just thought to myself, like, oh, you know what, I want to do something like this just to like keep up with like to still like stay in the loop and like continue playing in one way or another every single day. Because I felt like, oh, it's just a year, it's not that long, and I want to stay on track with Deltarune. And for some reason, I landed on this. Like Friday night, the night every day. I thought that could be like a fun thing, because you know, like, oh, it's this like hard and difficult boss and such. And if you look throughout, like when I have like written down like my rules and such, you can see that I have like had the rules since like the beginning. Like, oh, I will go for like a maximum of like 30 minutes, and I will be done. It was because I in the beginning genuinely expected that it would take time before I would be able to beat the night within 30 minutes. So the fact that I managed to do that the first day, and then have been doing that every single day since, it's just like, what the fuck? This went way better than I thought it would. But the thing is also with this that I very much like expected like 0 viewers. It's also because these kinds of videos, considering like the length of them, consider how like, oh, I have an intro, I have the entire fight, and then have an outro, makes that these are quite long videos. And it's like one thing if you're like doom scrolling TikTok and you get up like these videos that are like less than a minute long, like, oh yeah, you can stick around for those daily. But sticking around with videos that are like around 10 minutes long and then watch that every single day, and for most of the time it's not gonna be that different. Like, so much of this I just end up being like muscle memory for me at this point, that I fully understand that those are not really fun videos to watch every single day. Like, I can understand like checking in like maybe like once in a while to see if there's like any upgrades, like updates, or see if there are like a very clear improvement to the person doing this. Like, this is like very much like videos that are more fun doing myself than like watching someone do them. So yeah, my expectation was that I wouldn't get any like active viewers. I would maybe occasionally get like one video that would like break out of containment and get like maybe 10 views at most. So I feel like the way that it has been going with like viewers source is kind of what I was expecting. So yeah, this has very much been something I've been doing for myself. But as I've been doing, I have of course also been keeping like track of various things, as you can see on the screen. And it was like things I thought could be like fun, like, oh, I've been keeping track of like how much damage has been dealt to Tenna, I've been like keeping track of like, oh, my various challenges, how many days I've been doing that. You have like who deliver the final strike, and obviously like majority of days, and the fight ended with that Susie cast Rudebuster. So obviously she's going to just outshine the others. But there have been like days where like I either haven't had enough TP to cast Rudebuster, or Susie has been downed, so it has to be up to the others, and thus you get like Chris and Rolsey also got a little bit. And then you have like those days when have been like shared, where people have like doing like attack with two have done a attack at the same time. Thus you have like the shared one. And so yeah. So that's just how it's been with all of that. And then of course like other statistics that you can see. But I'm just like proud of myself that I have been keeping up with this like every day. Like the only days I haven't uploaded a video, it's like days when I have been away from home the entire day, like when I've been going to conventions and such, or like other family issues and stuff. But like every day where I physically had the time, I have done it, and I'm proud of myself of keeping up with it. And I've been also having like so much fun going to like conventions this year, because I've been going to like a lot of them, and I've been cosplaying like all of them. I have been switching between like cosplaying Susie, I've been cosplaying Rolsey, I've been cosplaying Chris, and I've been having so much fun with these. Like my Susie cosplay has basically been my just experimenting, and that has been like so much fun. For the Rolsey cosplay, like the dress I have I sewn myself, and I am very much like a beginner when it comes to like sewing clothes. So I am so proud of that dress from where my skill level is, and it is such a comfy dress as well. I love that one. And when it comes to like my Chris cosplay, that is like it is like this whole thing with it. Like it's both the first time I made armor, and it's also the first time I worked in Eva foam. So that one has been a learning experience, but it's also been like so much fun. And whenever I've been going to like conventions, I've been always giving like gifts to other Deltarune cosplayers. And what I've been having like this entire year is I basically had done this little pin, where I had like the sprite of Chris and Susie high-fiving, and I used me saying Deltarune tomorrow. But because I that Deltarune is tomorrow, I'm going to have to make some new merch, or merch, like new gifts. For the next convention, which is gonna be Nakon in a month, and it's gonna be so fun because I'm gonna be there like all the 3 days, and I have decided to like switch between the characters. I'm gonna be Susie, and I'm gonna be Chris, and then I'm gonna be Rolsey. And now I need to make more new stuff to give out to people, and obviously the new stuff is gonna be based around Chapter 5. And oh my god, it's so good. This feels so weird that this is like my final video, that like fighting the night it's over. I'm done. I have done this. It is done. Deltarune is tomorrow. By this time tomorrow, I will be deep in Deltarune in Chapter 5. It's gonna be so good. But to the few people that have been watching and leaving comments, I thank you very, very much for those. I'm very social awkward, which is why I haven't really responded to a lot of them, like majority of them. But I do appreciate you commenting, and if I see any of you for my Chapter 5 playthrough, then that's gonna be great to see you. Great seeing you there, even if I might not respond. But yeah, so my plan is obviously tomorrow when Chapter 5 comes out, I am going to play it through the entire thing. I'm going to record the entire thing. Then it's going to be like a little bit like sitting and like editing it and fixing. But I think of like maybe have that upload on like the 25th. So, well, if nothing else, then Deltarune tomorrow!